speech entitled The Joy of Feedback, with a speech entitled The Joy of Feedback. Charlie.
We're told, aren't we, that feedback is the breakfast of champions. But what happens if we're not hungry? What happens if we don't like what we're being served? Madam Compet's Chair, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. The received wisdom, isn't it, is that we remember all that wonderful positive feedback we've been given. We tuck it away in a folder, or we tuck it away in our heart, and we remember all those lovely, great, positive, kind things that friends and colleagues and family said to us. But we don't, do we? We remember the other bit, don't we? Remember that 1 person in 10 who said, not so good, not so good. So today, I'm going to help you all out. I'm going to expunge myself by sharing some of the less than positive feedback that I've received over the years. This is hopefully not public therapy or public humiliation, but we're going to find out. I've realised that I have less than positive feedback come my way in pretty well every area of my life. We'll start in the sporting arena. Play a bit of table tennis. It's very stylish, right? Go along with your nice bit of kit. I have a table tennis coach. I have 2, in fact. Proper coach and one of my sons who's a better player than me. My coach said the other day, Charlie, I've been watching you playing recently and I watched all of your matches tonight and I think that's the worst I've ever seen you play. Yeah, but coach, I'm pretty consistent though, aren't I? You lose consistently. Yeah, but coach, I'm 58. What do you expect? See him? He's 88. He's faster than you. See her? She's 8. She's more powerful than you. So much for table tennis. So much for table tennis. And in family too. I realise, amongst all the positive affirmations I get from my beloved family, I also get a bit of critical feedback. I discovered recently that my wife and children refer to me as Mr. 50%. You might think, right, with Black Friday coming up, it's because I'm good at bargain hunting. But no, it's because every job I do gets 50% done. And if you go into any room when I've been cooking or painting or cleaning or even just being, you will see the trail of destruction. It's not all bad. Sometimes it's mixed. One of my sons said to me the other day, he said, Dad, do you know, when you make a cup of tea, you make it so much better than Mum does it. Pause. But that's the only thing you do better than Mum. Ouch. Ouch. And it extends. My accountant, my great accountant, really helpful accountant, he often says, right, if you do this, then you are going to save X or Y or Z pounds in the next year. But he can't quite help himself by saying, and if you'd have done it a year ago, that's how much you would have saved a year ago. You don't want to hear that, right? You don't want to hear that. Let's go on to the world of work. My job is a coach and a trainer, and I was talking to a fellow coach the other day, and they were very enthusiastically telling me about a book that they've read called I Will Not Interrupt You. And I'd been reading that book, and I got all excited, and before they finished talking, I said, yeah, that's such a great book, I love that. He said, you might want to finish it. And back in the day, I used to run training courses in schools. I'd go in and I'd talk to the year 11 students. I'd help them with their study skills. I'd help them with their motivation. And I'd always give them a little feedback for. And I saved this lovely pile of all the positive ones, but there's only one that I've saved for many years. What did you learn during the course? Nothing. What was useful? Nothing. How will this help you with your GCSEs? It won't. Ouch. I treasure that one in my own way. And it started early in my career. I remember as a very, very young man, I was interested in hotel management. So I got a job, 16 years old, as a waiter. The lowest person in the restaurant. The only thing lower than me was the carpet. 3 weeks in, the head waiter said, come on. He said, Charlie, change ton métier. Change your career. Change ton métier. The bloke was from Essex, I don't know why he said it in French. No clue. But I did. I changed mon métier. Of course I had to. Now you might think I'm being harsh and critical of other people. I have great compassion. Giving feedback is difficult, right? It's challenging. As a Toastmaster, we all give feedback, don't we? And I've done lots of evaluations, and I think mostly they go down well. Sometimes not so much. I was once heckled by the speaker for whom I gave feedback. I think the speaker could have used a bit more vocal variety. I did! I'd love to have seen that speaker pause a little bit and slow down a bit. I did pause! I really wish they'd have paused just then. Guests, please don't worry, that doesn't happen very often at Toastmasters. You tend not to get heckled. But I'm not immune to this. I'm definitely not immune to this. I try and give positive feedback. I try and follow the Toastmasters model of commendation, recommendation, commendation. The one that still gives me night sweats was a friend of mine. A friend of mine, very experienced trainer, he said, come on my training course, Charlie. Come on for free. And I was so appreciative of it. And I thought, I know, I can pay him back for this free place by giving him some feedback. So, I went on the course. I wrote my feedback. And I had it written down, 2 columns. He gave me a lift somewhere. I gave him the commendations. He smiled and nodded. I gave him the first recommendation. He grimaced a bit. I gave him the second recommendation. He gripped the steering wheel hard. I gave him the third recommendation. His jaw locked. And I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't stop myself and carry on with these recommendations. Suffice to say, 2 things came out from that. We're not friends anymore. And I have committed to not giving feedback to anyone who doesn't ask for it ever again. Anyone. Fellow Toastmasters, I hope this whistle-stop tour through the less than positive feedback that I've experienced has been useful and helpful and not too traumatic for you all. And I'll leave you with this thought. If feedback truly is a gift, is it possible to send it back? I'm conscious.